What's up, Pirates? Wraith and Jim here with Awaken TCG, and today we're going to be going over the EB01 leaders that release May 3rd. So that is about a week. But we're going to go over, some of their deck lists and kind of talk about do these leaders actually change the meta? Are they going to have an impact? Well, short answer, no, but let's get into the video.
So pretty much here, yep, as Wraith said, EB coming out on the 3rd, which is going to be next Friday. Pretty much a week. We are recording this as of Thursday. These are the 3 new leaders. We've made a video on it if you don't know yet, but it's going to be red, green Odin, blue, purple Hannibal, and black and yellow Kiros. So pretty much all these leaders, I'm going to tell you guys right now, have not had any showings in Japan. And we're going to take a look at that, and we're going to take a look at some lists that we can use to maybe try to make these leaders work in the West, but it is looking bleak. So first up here, we're on One Piece Top Decks. If you guys have never used this website, it is basically just people that win tournaments and post their lists. They get posted on here. So this, out of all of EB, these are the only ones that have won any tournaments recorded on One Piece Top Decks. This is including Hannibal and Kiros, so they didn't get any, and then we only have 5 showings of Odin, none of which are notable tournaments. This one actually is a flagship, however, it's not a win, it is a 2nd place. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Odin deck list here. So this one is pretty much a Rush list. We have the Rush Zoro, Rush Luffy, Rush Kid and Killer. And then we are running the Wano stuff as you need to do with this leader, because if you don't know, it turns every single non-counter Wano card into a counter. And pretty much, I think the Hody Jones is the only interesting thing, but yeah, we're basically running Wano with Rush. Not a lot of complicated stuff here, and that's probably all I got to say about it.
Yeah, no, I actually tested against this list. So one of my buddies, he really is a Odin enthusiast, and he plays a lot of Keename on as well. And he's actually topped with an amazing player. And he goes to me and says, "Hey, can you play RP Law into me with this deck?" He's like, "I've been testing it. It feels pretty good." He's like, "But I need a player of better caliber to really test." And let's just say it didn't go well for him. The deck is not good. It is very slow. Like you have to run half of the deck list are old cards that are the Wano package that basically already have answers to. Like people have answers to these cards. Like you play a Okiku, or you play a what's that one 4-drop card, the Hiyori, to play the Denjiro, and it's like it's gonna get dealt with. It's gonna get dealt with. So it's a very slow deck. The rush doesn't help too much, and I think the worst part about it is the lack of defense, regardless of the leader effect, is just you're at 4 life, so you die really quickly. But yeah, this is probably the best leader of the 3, and the only one obviously that has showings, but it's still really bad.
Yeah, I mean when you're good, when you're a great player and you're losing like easily to, like, how much RP Law do you realistically play? You play a bit? Like, you wouldn't call yourself a main just yet, right?
It's actually my main secondary deck, so I do play it a lot.
Okay.
Not my main deck, but I have a lot of experience on it, so
Right.
I would say I'm pretty comfortable on the deck.
But yeah, not a great deck, honestly. Like, we're running cards like 8-cost Odin just because it works with the leader effect, but I truly think this card has been just power crept into oblivion. Like, it can just get bottom deck now and its effect doesn't go off. It's an 8/8, do nothing on play. That's really, really bad. So, yeah. I don't know. This deck's not great, but it does look fun. I'll give it that. Next up here, since we are now not using One Piece Top Decks, we're going to use my own lists that I've cooked up and slightly tested on the sim for the next 2 leaders here. First up here, we've got black and yellow Kiros. So this list, kind of similar to, I want to say, Z, because I'm running the 10-cost Kuzan. We have a KO on the leader effect. And pretty much we are just trying to get as much cost reduction as possible, because that turns this leader effect into a free KO, right? If your life card is face down. So basically we're running cards like Ice Age to put something down by 5 and KO it, so it allows our leader effect to KO a 5 cost. We're running cards like Hina, which is just a really good card on curve. -4 KO whatever they played. You can play it off Rebecca, really good. Obviously we're playing black, so we're playing Moria. And then the only really yellow stuff we're utilizing are a couple of Hioris, just really good to take that face up life card and exchange it for something else. And you could also play it off Moria if you need to. Say we play a Rebecca Hina for a 4 cost, Hiyori for a 2 cost, so we can do that face up life card face down. And then Hina's going to -4, and then we can KO with leader effect while establishing a lot of bodies. So a lot of fun combos in this deck. I think it's decent. You got stuff like Yamato where you can heal in the late game because you are a 4-life leader. It's a little bit scary. But from what I've seen, honestly, this might be the worst of the 3. I'm not sure. It's this or Handyball for sure, though.
Yeah, definitely one of those two. I think this deck, while it seems fun and the leader seems like it could do some damage, I feel like there's just too much for you to have to do to get that leader effect to go off. And then on top of that is now you have to do something else in order to swap that life or take that life to be able to use that leader effect again. Maybe if they upped the cost of KO on the leader and maybe like he KO'd a 2, maybe that would be a lot better. It would actually put him into the conversation.
That would be
But having
nuts.
to kill a 0 means Ice Age only kills a 5-drop, which feels really bad, right? You're known for on black decks, Ice Age, oh, that's going to kill anything. Ice Age is just going to get rid of anything, right? So that definitely gives me black greeny show vibes where you kind of have to have a lot of pieces come together to make it work.
For sure. Reliant on like heavy cost reduction, but you'd be surprised that black really doesn't have heavy cost reduction. They just have like kind of lower stuff. Like the max you're really getting is 5, honestly. So it's gonna make it hard to KO big stuff with this leader, but that is why we run the Kuzan, because you can pair it with other cost minus effects after that, and then we'll be able to KO bigger stuff. But you do got to get there, because sometimes you'll be at 10 Dawn and you're just not in a spot where you can play this down without losing.
Yeah, because
So,
I mean you're at 4 life, right? So it's
yeah.
like getting to that point is going to be really difficult.
Exactly. And let's go ahead and get into our last deck here. It is going to be blue and purple Handyball. So this is my list that I think is pretty decent for this leader. There is basically 2 crowds with this leader. There's the crowd that likes to run majority blue stuff. You pretty much run like an Impo down package, blue Impo down, excuse me, with the 7-cost Ivankov, the new 6/7 Inazuma. And you pretty much just want to do like top deck organizers, ramp to like a 9-cost Sanji, and then play this into 7-cost Ivankov into 6-cost Inazuma. That one we are not playing. This one is more just focused on strong big bodies, which I think is way more consistent. We do have the Sanji, because pretty much our whole deck is characters anyway. The absolute worst card we're getting is this guy 2K, which we can just bring back with leader effect. So basically, it's the Sanji that draws us to 2K. But we're playing the Impo down stuff with Sadie and the Jailer Beasts, because that is just way too good with this deck. You play Sadie out on 3 Dawn, and then a Jailer Beast on top of it, and then you bring back Sadie with leader effect, a ramp 1, and you still played a Jailer Beast on board. Really strong. And then basically we're just ramping to the big guys, right? Whether it's Sanji or whether it's 10-cost Kaido, this is like your main target. This guy's really, really strong. 12k, draw 4, really strong. And the last thing I really want to talk about in this deck is going to be this new card, Gum Gum Champion Rifle. This card's really annoying, I'm not going to lie. Basically, you just bounce your opponent's board back. You force them to. If you have 2 of these in hand and they have like 3 guys on board, swing with 1. You do 2 of these and they have to send both back to hand no matter how big they are. So, fun stuff. But another deck that is, I think, trying to do too many things at once.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, I agree. I mean, this definitely looks like a for fun list. Like, are you, trying to ramp and play your big bodies? Are you trying to get that early pressure out? I think the worst part about, these 3 leaders is that they're dual color, which means that they're at 4 life. And so if they're not, at a certain tier of strength for their leader ability, they're just not gonna, they're just not gonna work out just because they will get rushed out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think all 3 of these leaders have that issue where since they're 4 life and their leader abilities are, not the greatest, if you play a good deck, you're just not gonna have, the power to keep up.
Yeah. To be a good 4-life leader, you have to have a broken leader effect. See our Red Green Law back in the first few sets, Sakazuki. etc. For life is a real detriment, so you're gonna need a really, really good backing to make it good, and these ones just unfortunately are good enough. Hate to say it. Love the EB stuff. I think it's gonna be really fun. A lot of new cards that are gonna work really well, but unfortunately, the main 3 leaders coming with it are not gonna be great.
Yep, and that is going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end of this video. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like this video, comment down below which of these 3 leaders you're going to try out. I'd be interested to see, what you guys think. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.